All right, it's time for my Indomie tier list. I found this list online. It's quite extensive. There are so many flavors of Indomie I have never even seen before, let alone tried. Um, so I went ahead and before we started and just kind of picked out all the ones I haven't tried yet. And then in purple, Mao Choba, this is the flavors that I haven't tried that look very, very interesting to me. A couple that we'll talk about. Salted egg is constantly brought up as an S tier, top tier Indomie flavor. So I definitely want to try that. I've heard about it. I love sambal mata, so that sounds like that would be pretty good. And also kaldu ayam is another one where people say it's top tier, but they can't find it anymore, or it's just not being made anymore. So that leaves us with these down here. Plus, I made an extra tier at the top for Indomie goreng asli, jumbo or regular, because to make a list like this and to not put Indomie goreng asli at the top is just ridiculous. So I'm just getting it out of the way. It's not my favorite flavor because it is just regular, but it's such a versatile noodle. Yeah, I called it noodle. A versatile packet that you can use in anything. Uh, and it's the standard. It's the standard. So it goes in its own tier. I'm not putting it like the top, but it's separate. It's like a separate area just for the original. So we're gonna go through the rest of these and we'll see. We'll see what I say about them. I don't know. Should I just go from left to right? I think I'm just gonna go from left to right. Let's go with ayam bawang. We're starting off with an interesting one here. I don't know what it is about ayam bawang. I've only had it once, and I don't know if it was a bad bag of it or something, or there was something in the bumbu wasn't right, but it tasted terrible. There was this weird aftertaste to it that just I didn't like it. I remember like swallowing and then I could smell something weird. I guess it's something with the onion and the bumbu, but no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I am special. So we have a couple different categories here. I should have talked about that. We have the S tier. That's going to be the just the top notch ones. And then we have a lot that are enak banget. Maybe enak banget is going to be a pretty big tier. I think there's going to be quite a few in there. But I think we're going to have the most coming in meh. These are the flavors that meh. They're just nothing special. They're not horrible, but there's not really a flavor that I would go back to or want to try again. And then there's got mao, which is just absolutely, I'll never try it again. All right, so I am special. I know a lot of people like this and they like I am pangang. So I'm gonna actually let's do both of those at the same time. They're both very meta me. I I'm not a big fan. I know the jumbo pack. People like the jumbo pack, but for me, just I usually take two regular packs and cook that. You don't need to have a jumbo pack. So there's nothing really special about these two for me. I know a lot of people are gonna think I'm crazy for saying meh on this one, and it still tastes good. I'm just saying it's nothing special for me. Remember, this is my tier list, not yours. All right, next up, chabi ijo. I really like chabi ijo. I like chabi ijo when I'm eating um, fried chicken. I am goreng chabi ijo. I like chabi ijo in my nasi padang. It's just a good flavor. I like it if I'm eating pork as well. So that's going in the enak banget. Not top tier, but pretty close. All right, and then we got mi goreng rendang. Rendang. This is a hugely popular flavor of Indomie, and deservedly so. Now, I don't necessarily consider it an S tier flavor, and here's why. If I want to eat rendang, if I want a rendang flavor, I'm gonna eat rendang. So to me, I think it's enak. It's really, really enak. But I don't consider it one of my personal S tiers. It's not the best of the best. I would not argue if someone was saying it's the best to them. That's fine. But for me personally, It's one state. It's enak banget. Let's go with that. All right, then we got mi goreng Aceh. I told you this category enak banget is gonna have quite a lot. I do love this. I love regular mi Aceh. Um, I was in Banda Aceh back in 2012 and 2011. I went twice to Aceh, and I ate the original mi goreng, mi Aceh, and I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, let's move on. Mi goreng rasa ayam. Now, is this? Have I had this before? Just rasa ayam, just regular chicken. You know what? I don't think I've ever tried it. I yeah, I must have missed that one. Mi goreng iga penyet. Big fan of this one. Doesn't really taste much like iga. I remember it doesn't taste like what it is supposed to, but I really liked it. It was really good. So I'm gonna put that in enak banget. Then we got mi goreng pedas. Now here we go. This is one of my all-time favorites. One of the first Indomies I even tried. I was just addicted to the pink bag, the pink label. I was like, "Where's that pink one? Where's that pink one?" It's basically mi goreng asli, but spicier. So I don't know how anyone could not put it in an S tier. This is one of my favorites of all time until it got taken over by another one later. But yeah, mi goreng pedas is awesome. And we got everyone's favorite, mi geri. Mi geri, obviously an S tier. I mean, everybody loves this one. This is the standard. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's awful. I tried it and I kept an open mind. I said, okay, you know, it might taste a little bit like spaghetti. It's awful. It's terrible. And they need to, I hope they've stopped making it at this point. All right, here we go. Next up is mi goreng hype habis. Hype habis. I am geprek. My all-time, at this point, my all-time favorite Indomie. As you can tell, you've probably noticed already, Indomie goreng. I like the goreng. I'm not big on the soto or the kuah and that kind of thing. I like Indomie goreng, and this is by far the number one of all time. If you've never had it, go out right now and get it. It's incredible. The little, I don't know even what it is, but it's crispy. It's got little flakes, I guess, of chicken, and it's really spicy. You know, it's not unbearably spicy, but it hits that spot for me that I like in spicy food. It's right at that level where I like it. It's not too hot where it ruins the taste, but it really gives you a kick. And it's a fun one to make. I have some videos where I gave it to my mom to try, my cousin, my brother, and you're seeing their reaction to them. It was super spicy. But yeah, it's great. It's, you know, for me, it's the top. I would go to this more than even original, but of course that's why we put the original in its own tier. Next up, we got Hype Hobbies number 2, which is, I'm pretty sure this is Gelato Seblak. Seblak. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It wasn't just meh. I genuinely didn't like it. It was spicy, and that wasn't the problem. It had a bitter taste to it, I guess. I don't know. And I've never actually had sablak. I lived in Bandung for 3 years, and I never tried sablak. And I feel stupid for that. I really should have. There's a lot of things that I've not eaten that I should have eaten by this point in my life in Indonesia. Okay, so next up is kari ayam. Another one of my classics. You know, one of the first ones I had, if not the mi goreng pedas, it was this one, kari ayam. At one point, I thought this was the original. I thought this was the standard, but no, it's classic. You don't get better than this. It's going up in the top tier, the S tier. You know, it is delicious, but it also has a sentimental value. My first 2.5 years in Medan, I probably had this 3 or 4 times a week before I even understood to branch out and try other things. So yeah, kari ayam. I don't think I'm gonna get any argument from you guys on that. Let's see, what is this one? I think I might have Rasa kari ayam Medan. I've never actually had that. I missed that one. Rasa soto mi. Again, I'm not a big fan of soto. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, the flavor. I remember it being quite okay, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of mi kuah. I prefer the goreng, and but soto is good flavor. I mean, I don't eat soto often, and when I do, it tastes fine, but I don't crave it. I don't crave it. I don't usually crave soupy things. Okay, next up, ayam sambal rica rica. Okay, so this is another one of my favorites. I'm going to keep it a step below the S tier. It is almost. I mean, I could put it here. I could put it here, but I'm gonna reserve the S tier for the top ones. Um, it is anak banget. I love ayam rica rica, like the original from Manado, and the flavor in the noodle doesn't necessarily, like, the bumbu doesn't exactly hit the flavor of rica rica. Just like the ayam geprek doesn't taste like ayam geprek really, and the rendang doesn't taste like rendang. But it tastes good, so I like it. I guess it'd be kind of cool to mix that with actual ayam rica rica. Anyway, we got three more left here. So buntut, I've had that before. I just didn't like it. Again, soup, kuah. I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, I didn't like it. I like the flavor of buntut, but it just didn't. The Indomie didn't do anything for me. We got soto medan and we got soto padang. Is that soto padang or sate padang? Right? Soto padang. Now that I think about it, I haven't had soto padang. I thought it said sate padang. Isn't there a sate padang one? Could have sworn. Sate padang, sate padang. Whatever's. Mi rasa soto medan. I do like soto medan. So I'm gonna put that up here. It's one of the few soto that I actually do like. Maybe because I lived in Medan and it was my first experience with soto medan. But the Indomie was good. It tasted like soto medan more than some of the others tasted like their namesake. So yeah, here's my list. We've got Indomie goreng asli in its own separate category. We got hype habis ayam geprek, mi goreng pedas, and kari ayam as the top tier, S tiers. Kari ayam not so much for its flavor, but it's nostalgia for me and its sentimental value. Same with mi goreng pedas. These are just classics that I used to eat all the time. And then mi goreng ayam geprek came along, I don't know, I think back in 2020 during the pandemic. I just ate it so many times and loved it. And then there's, a couple of really bad ones in my opinion. Ayam bawang, no reason, no, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why there's this weird flavor for me that tastes like rotten when I eat it. Migeri can go away and never come back, and sablak, I just didn't like it. So do you agree with this list? Let me know in the comments. I clearly have a lot of Indomie that I need to try. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification. So new at this thing. Hit the notification button, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate it. Once again, my apologies for doing content in English on YouTube. I'm just trying to get into the flow of things, and I don't think I can handle a full video dalam bahasa Indonesia. Eventually, I'm gonna mix in more Indonesian as I go, but this was a video I've been wanting to get out, so thanks guys, take care.